Coaches, my name is Rick Stewart. I've been a high school coach for 30 years, head coach for 7 different schools at 2 different states, and I just launched the Worst of First blueprint for building a championship program. And I want to share you one of the team building activities we do in August. As the time of this recording, camp's opening up in parts of the state. Other guys are going to have to wait till the spring, and we're going through our acclimation period. That's the sexy word now for what we all call Hell Week. As we got through that, it was an experience that we really needed the boys to understand. Why are you doing this? Why are you going through this grueling experience? And I tie it back to when I went through Marine Corps boot camp, and iron sharpens iron. When you take a group of individuals through any sort of adverse situation, whether it's getting up at 6:30 in the morning to lift together, running sprints together, a death, boot camp, you take a group of individuals through an adverse situation, and they're going to come out stronger and bonded. So whatever the end of your Hell Week is, your acclimation period, usually it's 2 to 3 weeks. We'd always have an inter-squad scrimmage on a Saturday morning. And after the scrimmage, we'd load the boys up. We'd take them to the nearest campground we can find. We were at the base of the mountains, so it was pretty easy to get up in the mountains and find a public campground that was pretty inexperienced. We had an advance party of parents going out there, and they had everything set up when we arrived. We had food and stuff like that. And what the boys don't know is about a month prior to that, we printed or bought the cheapest shirts we could find with our school logo, and the parents would go to the guardians of the players on our team, grandparents, parents, fathers, whoever was raising those boys, and we'd say, look, everybody who loves Johnny needs to sign this t-shirt, and the boys cannot know what's going on. I just thought it'd be a bunch of Sharpies signing a t-shirt. Oh my gosh, they went down the mall, there was Bible scriptures, there was heat press murals, they'd ship them across the country, and they'd have scriptures of, grandfather would be so proud of you, he's looking down in heaven. And the shirt would just be tatted up with messages from loved ones in that kid's life. And they'd come back to us in a shoebox with their jersey number on it. So now we're at the campground, we're giving the kids some time to have fun, a couple hours, and they're off with the river or the lake or whatever boys will do. And the coaches are kind of sitting around the campfire just kind of reflecting on Hell Week. And of course we have a game or a scrimmage coming up that Friday. It's a Saturday before our first time we're going to play another school. About 2 hours before it gets dark, we bring the boys in. And all the coaches share their Hell Week story. And the coaches have to tie it into a very deep, intrinsic goal. Don't let the coaches talk about championships or scoreboards, because that's what we're trying to drive the boys to. Is that the real reason we do it, we have to be intrinsically motivated, not extrinsically motivated with trophies and scoreboards. Then we start going with the campfire. We naturally start with the seniors, and of course they always say, why? We ask them, why'd you do it? Why do you show up for 3 weeks of all this grueling and spring and 0 period weight training? Why'd you do it? Well, to win a championship, coach. To go undefeated, coach. To hang a banner, coach. You got to keep prodding them and ask them hypothetical questions. So you're telling me if we went 6-4 this year, you wouldn't play? You're telling me that if we get 5 starters injured and the season's looking bleak, you're just going to quit because that's the only reason you're playing? And then they start getting it. No, coach, I'm playing because me and Jimmy have been playing together since 3rd grade. Coach, I'm playing because my brother before me played. And they start to get it. And when they start to get it, stop the camp. Send them out in the bushes. Tell them nobody can come back until the whole team has got their shoe boxes, that the advanced party of parents is already hidden out in the bushes. So they go find it. It takes about 30 minutes. Us coaches sit at the campfire. We're laughing because it's funny. You can hear the kids making jokes and ripping on each other. Then they come back to the campfire and they're holding a shoebox. They have no idea what's inside of it. And I wrap up. I say, Coach, fellas, this is an experience for you to really identify your why, to dig down deep of the true reason why you do this. And they open it up and they get the shirts out and they're reading these messages. And it's Niagara Falls. The kids are bawling their eyes out. Usually the returning players kind of know what we're going to do, so it's lost a little emotion for them, but it's still very powerful. And then we tie it into why you really do it. You do it for each other. You do it for your family. You do it for the people at this campfire. You represent a community and a school. And you really dig deep to the real reason you do this. And it helps to start setting aside individual goals and putting team goals and community goals ahead of personal goals. And then we wear those t-shirts every Friday night under our shoulder pads to remind us why we do it. Fellas, coaches, I appreciate your time of listening. I hope this is a good little gold nugget that'll help you. My name is Rick Stewart. I'm the creator of the Worst of First blueprint for building a championship program. I hope you join us with the webinars. And as always, better today, but not as good as tomorrow.